Good morning to the listeners. Those of you who are clever and watching this will realize we are not in the CCFM studios. This is being pre-recorded for broadcast at an appropriate time, and it's what we have to do because of COVID-19 risks that we face on a day-to-day basis. Yesterday evening, that was Wednesday evening, the President made an announcement regarding COVID-19. Now, as usual, there were predictions about what he was going to say. The pessimists said he's going to increase the level of lockdown to 2 or 3, and one or two really anxious people even said at a level 4. My own feeling was that he would focus on the economy, because if he went on to heavier lockdown, it was going to damage the economy even more, and time showed that I was correct. So there are a couple of things that have changed. The one is that he has made alcohol sales more freely available, and that's particularly important for the wine farms because they get their tourists during the weekends and they could have tasting, but they couldn't sell. Now, what's the good of having tasting if you can't sell wine? And so that industry was impacted. He has now lifted that burden so they can survive financially and create employment again. The second change that he has announced is that you can come to South Africa from any country in the world. As long as there's a test to say you are clean when you land, that's going to be okay. So if you're allowed to leave the United Kingdom, you can come here, provided you can provide the test that our authorities are asking for. So that's going to affect the tourist industry, and that industry needs all the help that they can get. He's then announced that some of the benefits, TERS benefits, will be extended by another 30 days. He has also taken a fairly realistic look at what's happening in the Eastern Cape and in one part of the Cape Town metropole. And that is just where people have abandoned social distancing, and they've abandoned wearing masks, and they feel that they are not likely to be infected. I'm a little concerned about that, and if we don't take that warning seriously, quite frankly, the President will have no choice but to go on to heavier lockdown, regardless of what the effect is on the economy. So for now, the airline industry is going to do better. The tourist industry is going to do better. People offering accommodation, hotels, bed and breakfasts, you're going to find an increased number of bookings. Last night was good news. There was almost no bad news whatsoever. And I'm glad that that is the route that he has chosen, because we have to protect the economy. For me, it was a good news discussion with South Africa.